Welcome to Learn Commerce PU online classes. Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.
Welcome to our first PU Computer Science online classes. In last class, we studied some important concept that is from our basic programming construct, and we know that in our basic programming construct there are three important constructs are there. The first one is the sequence construct, and in our sequence construct the statement going to execute one after the another from beginning to the end. And the second construct name is called as the selection construct. That means here also some of the set of statement is there, and all those these statement we are going to select based on the condition, and we are selecting for the execution of the program. And we know that in our selection construct there are four divisions are there. The first division name is the we can say simple if here, and second division name is the if else. Clear this point here? Okay, now in today's class we are going to study about the third important division of the selection construct. Okay, here the third important division of the selection construct, the name of the selection construct is called as the else-if ladder. Okay, the else-if ladder, and such else-if ladder are divided into two format. The first format name is the if-else-if statement. Clear this point here? The else-if ladder are divided into two format. The first format name is the if-else-if statement here, and second format name is called as the nested if statement. Okay, now let's later towards the meaning of the nested if statement. First of all, we are going to study the first format. The name of the format is the if-else-if statement. Clear this point here? The name of the format is the if-else-if statement here. So now what about our if-else-if statement? So this structure or this format or structure statement is also calling as the multiple way branch structure. Okay, because here not just only one or two statements are there, here many of these statement going to execute one after the another. Depend on the condition, we are going to select the condition, and such condition going to display the statement. So because this structure, this construct is also called as the multiple way branch statement. Clear this point here? Okay, now this structure helps the programmer to decide the set of this statement. I already explained, like our simple if, not just only one statement is there, like our if else, not just only two statement is there, here many number of these statement are going to execute. So help the programmer to decide the set of this statement to be executed based on the condition. Clear this point here? The set of this statement going to execute in this case here, and it is going to execute based on the condition. If the condition is true, then it executing this statement. If the condition is not true, then it going to select the next condition. So this is the meaning of the explanation, or whatever the explanation I completed now. So this is applicable to such application. Okay, now we know that the meaning of the if-else-if statement. Now what about the syntax? So how it going to write, or how we are going to complete the syntax of the if-else-if? So the first one is the syntax going to write as the if opening of the parenthesis condition 1, closing of the parenthesis. If this condition is true, statement 1 going to execute. Clear this point here? Okay, now just I am going to read, later was I am going to explain what's the meaning of this condition meaning. Clear this point here? Okay, now else if condition 2, statement 2. Clear this point here? Else if condition 3, statement 3 here. Else statement n plus 1, that is called as the default statement. So this is the condition. Now let's how it going to work in this case here. Now we know that this is the syntax. If condition 1, statement 1 going to execute. If such condition is false, then sure we are going to select the condition 2. If such condition is true, then statement 2 is going to execute. Clear this point here? If first and second condition are not true here, then I am going to select the condition 3 here. If it is true, then statement 3 going to execute. If all the conditions are not satisfied in this case here, then last statement going to execute here. So this is about our if else if. Okay, now let's about our flow chart. So in this flow chart, we first of all I am completing as the in this flow chart as the is condition 1 statement 1, but when it going to execute this statement 1, if such condition 1 is true, then only this statement 1. Clear this point here? Now I am going to tell the working of the if else if statement. So working, if condition 1 is true, statement 1 is going to execute or statement 1 is executing. Clear this point here? If condition 1 is false, the condition 2 is checked. If it is true, which condition is true? If condition 2 is true, then statement 2 is going to execute. Clear this point here? If condition 2 is false, condition n is going to take. If such condition is true, then statement n is going to execute. So the process will be continued till last condition, till n number of the condition. If none of the condition are true, maybe condition 1 true illa, condition 2 kuda true illa, condition 3 kuda true illa. So if none of the condition are true, then else part is executed. So clear this point here. What about in this case, which part is going to execute, and whatever I return, this is called as the statement n plus 1. That means lastly it going to print some of the statement, that is called as the outputting statement, statement n plus 1. So clear this point here. So working of the if else if, clear to everyone know how it going to work in this case here. So again just last time I am going to repeat. So correctly you have to listen, it's very important. If you know properly about the if else if how it going to work, then no problem to complete any kind of the problem of the if else if how it going to work here. So we can say that first of all it going to select the condition 1 here. If such condition 1 is true, then which statement going to execute? If the condition 1 is true, then statement 1 is going to execute here. And when we are going to select the condition 2 here, when our condition 1 is false, then we are going to select the condition 2. If such condition is 2 is true here, if the condition 2 is true, then statement 2 is going to execute. Clear this point here? And if condition 2 is false, then we are going to select the next condition, the condition n here. If it is true, then statement n going to execute. Clear this point here? Or maybe if condition 1, condition 2, condition 3, if none of the condition are true here, no one condition is going to true, then the statement going to execute. That means the else part is going to execute, and this is called as the statement n plus 1. So clear this point here. Now we are going to complete one suitable example for our if else if here. So in this example, just I want to compare, I want to check whether is it able to get the distinction. It depend on the marks, correct? No. So what's the marks you obtain? It depend on the marks. You can write the distinction, first class, second class, third class, and also the pass marks or maybe the fail marks. It depend on the marks here. So here in this example, just I am using the condition. The condition is the if marks greater than is equal to 85. Whatever marks, the marks is the 85. If such condition is true, then it going to display the result, print the result. The result is the distinction. Clear this point here? ಯಾವಾಗ ನಮಗೆ distinction ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ, ಯಾವಾಗ ನಮ್ಮ marks equal to 85 otherwise greater than 85 ಆದ್ರೆ ಆಗ ನಮಗೆ ಒಂದು ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ. ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಏನಂತ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ? The result is the distinction. Clear this point here? And later next one, else if the marks is not equal to 85, maybe the marks is less than 85 here, so on that time here many condition are there, correct? No, here many marks are there, depend on the marks it going to give this statement. So else if marks greater than is equal to 60, so here now idralli ನಾವು ಹೇಳಬಹುದು marks equal to 60, correct? No, here equal to 60 till 84. Clear this point here? Equal to 60 and till 84. ಯಾಕೆಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು 85 ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ತಗೊಂಡು ಆಗಿದೆ. 85 ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಆಗ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟಿಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತ ನಮಗೆ ತೋರಿಸ್ತದೆ. ಅದೇ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲಿಯವರೆಗೆ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ತೋರಿಸ್ತದೆ? ದಿ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 60 to the 84. Okay, 60 to the 84. On that time it printing this statement. This statement is the first class. Clear this point here? This statement is the first class here. Or maybe if the marks is not equal to 60 to 84 here, maybe the marks is less than 50 to our 59. Clear this point here? Maybe any student obtain the marks that is equal to 50 to the 59. On that time it going to display this statement. So the condition is, I am just going to check the condition. The condition is else if marks greater than is equal to 50. That means we know that the marks that is equal to 50 to the 59. Clear this point here? 50 to 59. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ 60 ನಾವು already second condition ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದೇವೆ. Clear this point? Equal to 60 or more than 60, we can say that here. So 50 to 59, on that time it going to display the statement. This statement going to print as the second class. Clear this point here? Print as the second class here. And later next one, else if the marks greater than is equal to 35. ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲಿಯವರೆಗೆ 35 ಇಂದ 49 ವರೆಗೆ. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್? ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ದಿ 35 ಟು ದಿ 49 ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಆಬ್ಟೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆಗ ಏನ್ ನಮಗೆ ತೋರಿಸ್ತದೆ? ಪ್ರಿಂಟ್ ದಿ ಪಾಸ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್, or maybe any type of the message you want to write, anything you can write it, but in this message I want to show as the message as the print pass. Clear this point here? Or maybe if any student that means obtain the marks that is equal to less than, that means that is equal to 34, or maybe we can say that the 34, that means 1 to the 34 here. On that time it going to print this statement. This statement is the fail here. So like that we are going to use the condition. So clear this point here, how it going to work? If the condition 1 is true, statement 1 going to execute. If condition 1 is false, correct no here, then we are going to check the condition 2. If it is true, statement 2 going to execute here. Or maybe if first and second, ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಯಾಕೆ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಗೆ ಬಂದದ್ದು? ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಸೂಟೇಬಲ್ ಆಗ್ತಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ನಾವು ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಗೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ನೋ? ಮೇ ಬಿ ದಿ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ is not true, we are going to continue. So we can say that the process will be repeated with the last condition. Okay, and lastly, if no one condition is going to true, on that time some else part condition going to or statement going to execute. Thank you.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all